Hello students, how are you? In the last class we discussed two main components of CPU, that is arithmetic logic unit and control unit. Today I am going to teach about computer memory. A memory is just like a human brain. It is used to store data and instructions. It is a storage space in the computer. Computer memory is divided into three: primary memory, secondary memory, and cache memory. Primary memory is the main memory of the computer. It is also called internal memory because it resides inside the computer. This primary memory is again divided into two: RAM and ROM. Now we are going to discuss RAM. As we all know that RAM stands for Random Access Memory. Random Access Memory. It is an important part of main memory. The CPU can read data from it and also can write data onto it in a very short time. It stores data temporarily and loses it when the computer is turned off. That is, suppose we are doing a calculation on the computer. 7 into 5. So the inputs are 7, 5 and this multiplication symbol. The CPU processes this input and find the result. The result is 35. If we do not save this result, we will lose it if the computer is turned off. So it is known as volatile memory. RAM is volatile memory. Volatile means temporary memory. Next one, ROM, read-only memory. As the name indicates, CPU can only read the data from it. It contains the information necessary to run the computer. So we cannot change and delete data in this memory. It is a permanent memory, as the data and contents once written to it remain fixed. It is also called non-volatile memory because the contents never change even if the computer is turned off. The data in this memory never change, never lost when we turn off the computer. Different types of ROMs are available. Some of the important types are PROM, EPROM, EEPROM. PROM. PROM means programmable read-only memory. Programmable read-only memory. In this type of ROM, the contents of the memory can be written or programmed only once. That is, the programmers can write the data in this ROM only once. That is programmable read-only memory. Next one, EPROM. EPROM means erasable programmable read-only memory. Erasable programmable read-only memory. In this type of memory, data can be erased by using strong ultraviolet light and data can be rewritten later. Next one, EEPROM. electrically erasable programmable read-only memory. Electrically erasable programmable read-only memory. In this type of memory, data can be erased electrically and can be electrically rewritten later. Data can be erased electrically and can be electrically rewritten. Next one, secondary memory. The secondary memory is also called as external memory because it resides outside the computer system. These are used for storing data permanently. These are the examples of secondary memory, that is CD, compact disc, digital versatile disc, DVD, Blu-ray disc, BD, pen drive or USB, hard disk, floppy and so on. These are the examples of secondary memory. CPU cannot access these memories directly. The data of the secondary memory first transferred to the main memory and the CPU can access it. The data in the secondary memories first transferred into the main memory. After that CPU can access it. So CPU cannot access these memories directly. Next we are going to discuss cache memory. It is very high speed memory. It is faster than main memory. It is very high speed memory and faster than main memory. It stores the programs that can be executed within a short period of time. It stores data for temporary use. The limitations of cache memory are limited capacity and it is very expensive. Limited capacity, only few data can be stored in the cache memory, and also it is very expensive. Actually, cache memory acts as a buffer between CPU and main memory. The actual location of cache memory is between CPU and main memory. Frequently used data and programs resides in cache memory. That is, regularly used programs and data resides in cache memory.